San Diego. So Michael as a local entrepreneur and mentor, Joe as somebody in the Valley who's done a couple San Diego deals. Pluses, minuses, prospects of succeeding in San Diego or outside of the Valley. What do you guys think?
So I think the best thing about being out of the Valley is that you're out of the echo chamber that is in the Valley. There's so much distraction that happens from people paying attention to the latest bright shiny object that's featured on TechCrunch that's wandering around getting funded. And one of the things that I see in Sweet Labs is these guys have some of the best ability to focus on what matters and to avoid a tremendous amount of distraction. I liken it to kind of working from home. You know, like if I thought about San Diego as like working from home on some level and not going to the office and getting a ton of distraction and interruptions and meetings and lack of productivity, that's what I see in Sweet Labs, is this ability to stay connected to what's going on, because it's close, but a real ability to also focus on what matters and get things done. And I see that in the other San Diego investment I have as well. So that's what I like to see. And I think that the other piece is that there's great talent down here. I mean, there's like amazing technical talent here that is willing to take risks and willing to do what it takes to basically make startups successful. So that's why I've invested here.
Well, there's pluses and minuses. So let's talk about the minuses first. As Joe mentioned, you've got this incredible cliquey culture up there where, you know, every lunch meeting, every, coffee visit, you know, I saw this guy meeting with that guy, and, you know, they just chronicle. It's a big soap opera up there in the Bay Area, and that works to your advantage when you're looking for press. When you're a startup, and you know, and people are looking for news, they write about everything that happens with every silly, crazy startup out of the Bay Area. So it hurts San Diego companies from a press standpoint. On the talent side, I don't think there's a talent deficiency in San Diego. So I don't think there's any noticeable difference there in terms of the quality of the people. I mean, we've got great universities here, pumping out good people, eager people, enthusiastic, smart. So I think on the talent side, we're on par with them. Funding is harder in San Diego. It's harder, right? Because in the Valley, you're going to see those VCs over and over and over, and you have a chance to build rapport and sell them on your idea because you meet them over and over and over. It's not a fly in the Southwest, I pitch you for 42 minutes and then I leave. You know, sometimes it takes a bond there, a personality bond, and as well as a time bond to create that relationship. And so it is going to be harder to raise capital in San Diego, but there are pluses too. And I do think that you touched on one of them, is that you've got this conviction that you can have in San Diego that it's a lot less likely that you'll be pulled and swung from side to side with the flowing, because those trends that you see in TechCrunch and GigaOM and stuff like that, that ripples down to the VCs and the angels and the board members. And so if you're in that circle and they read about, big data, it's all about big data, you can be damn sure that board member is going to go, what's our big data strategy? You're like, dude, we're selling, popsicles. Oh, we need a big data strategy. I read it out on TechCrunch, and so that's where it comes against you, where they jump around to topic and topic. So in San Diego, you have a little bit of that insulation where you can stay focused, work on the right thing. And the reality is, it's $100 flight to Southwest to get up to the Bay Area. So it's not like it's the forever journey. And as a CEO, you'll have to spend some time there. But we do have the weather too. Don't mention that. Joe didn't mention that. We do have the Chargers. Oh, never mind. Never mind those Chargers. Yeah. Anyway, so listen, San Diego is fantastic. There's so many companies that you don't hear about that are in San Diego. Like, how many of you heard of Bank of the Internet? Phenomenal company, public company, doing amazing work. It's based in La Jolla. right? But you've never heard about it. Why? Because it's San Diego instead of Silicon Valley. I mean, this is one example. And so I love what you guys are doing here to bring awareness to these exciting companies here. Because a lot of these companies grow in San Diego and nobody even knows about it until they're sold or something like that. And that's like the first real press they happen to get.
Do we have any audience questions before we wrap up? I know everyone's eager to get another round of drinks.